Hello everybody and welcome back to Red Eagle Politics. Make sure you guys like this video down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. So, we have not done a Senate prediction in nearly 2 months, and it does seem like a lot of people are not really talking about the Senate races for 2024, but they are very important. They are a wing of the big three, whether you're talking about the two chambers of Congress, the House, the Senate, and the presidency. If you control the Senate, you could stop a lot of legislation if the other party is in power for the presidency. And if we do fall short in that regard, the Senate is a very good insurance policy. And Republicans do have a very favorable map to retake the Senate. They need to flip 2 of 3 very solid Republican states in order to do so. And if you are able to have a presidential year and you're able to have those down ballot effects, at a first glance, it might be a sure thing. On top of that, there's many other seats that they have the potential to go out there and win and flip. And as a result, they could have a very high ceiling, and they also have a very high floor for the 2024 Senate map. So we're going to fill this thing out. We're going to predict, and we'll show what exactly has changed from the past couple of months as well. But I do have to tell you guys about my website over at redeaglepolitics.com, my exclusive membership club that you guys can sign up for just $5 a month. That is 16 cents a day. You get access to all of these exclusive videos. On top of that, you get access to the Discord and all of the articles that I've written in the newsletter. Just $5 a month, redeaglepolitics.com. Sign up today. On top of that, we're going to fill this map out. We're going to start off with the safe Republican states, and we're going to work our way down to the safe blue states, then the likely states, the lean states, and then so on to the more competitive states. So without further ado, let's fill this thing out. We'll start off with the safe red states here, the states that, for regardless of what's going to happen, are going to go Republican at the end of the day. They're going to go Republican by 10 points or more. And we have included West Virginia in this because West Virginia, even if Joe Manchin does decide to throw his hat in the ring, run for re-election, he is still very likely going to lose by more than 10 points, especially if it's a presidential year. Trump wins the state by around 40. He's won it by around 40 both times. And just the down ballot effects of that alone, especially because you do have the popular Jim Justice likely going to be the Republican nominee, that will be more than enough to carry him to a sizable victory in the state of West Virginia. So we'll fill out the safe blue states as well. California, Washington, a lot of these states on the eastern seaboard here, they're not going to be competitive. The state of New York as well fits into this category, and possibly the state of Minnesota. Amy Klobuchar, she's not going to win by the 30 points she won by in 2018, but will she end up winning by more than 10? I believe so. On top of that, we cannot forget Hawaii. I know it's down there in the southwest corner, just put there for scale purposes, but you can't forget about it. So there's 12 states remaining. We have to fill out the likely Republican states as well, and there are several, which will bring them to the 50 threshold. That means if Donald Trump wins the presidency, then Republicans will have control of the Senate and Trump's VP will break ties, but it's very likely that if Trump does win, they're going to have a lot more than 50. But nevertheless, Florida, we'll start off with Florida. This one, if anything, could be safe. I just have to put it there for margin purposes. Rick Scott, is he the most popular? No. Is he unpopular? No. The Florida Republican Party's competent. They'll use their resources to easily carry him to victory, and Democrats really don't have a bench at all in the state of Florida. Should not really be super competitive there in Florida. Now, Texas is another state I'm going to put in the likely Republican column. Colin Allred is extremely overrated, and I think that you're probably going to see the state go red at the presidential level by a similar margin to 2020, mainly because Biden's popularity in the state has tanked since then, and the party of the Republicans in Texas have been competent at turnout. So I will say that Texas will go red. Ted Cruz, is he the most popular? No. But Colin Allred is extremely overrated. He doesn't even overperform in his own district, and they're going to be throwing a lot of money at him early on. It's not going to go anywhere because Ted Cruz does have a lot of money, and he was kind of caught off guard last time. But Allred is somebody who has a history of supporting even more liberal legislation than Beto. He's going to be exposed. He's extremely overrated. So either way, that's 50 for the Republicans. We'll fill out the likely Democrat seats, of which I guess you would put Maine in that category. I don't really know Maine and New Mexico. We don't really know who the candidates that the Republicans are going to run to be just yet, but in the meantime, we're going to leave those states as likely Democrat because I do expect them to go likely Democrat at the presidential level. Without further ado, we are going to be filling out some of the more competitive states here, and we'll move to the lean Republican states, of which we will talk about Ohio. Ohio is a state that voted for Trump after voting for Obama twice, and then it voted for Trump again by the same margin in 2020 as it voted for him in 2016. I think it's going to move even further to the right there. Sherrod Brown has an extremely liberal voting record, and it really doesn't matter who the nominee is so long as it's not Matt Dolan. I do expect Donald Trump to be able to carry them to victory, even if they lag behind him by around 5 to 6 points or so. Similar thing with the state of Montana. Republicans are laser focused in on retaking Ohio and Montana. Montana, I do believe that you will see that race go red by probably around 5 points or so. I do think at the presidential level, it's going to go red by possibly even more, by 15. Jon Tester is one of the fakest moderates that I've ever seen. And I do believe that because it's a presidential year, he will be finally exposed. Republicans didn't try much there in 2018. They almost caught him off guard there. So I do believe that 2024, they will be able to take him down. So without further ado, let's move to some of these lean Democrat states. Pennsylvania, I might even move that to likely. I'm going to move it to lean because let's say it's even at the presidential level. Those down ballot effects really do help, especially Donald Trump. A lot of his low propensity voters, when they do turn out for Trump, they vote Republican down ballot, and they usually don't show up, and that does boost Republican numbers there. But I do think Bob Casey, he should win hands down, no problem there. Republicans don't have a bench in Pennsylvania. They also don't have a bench in Michigan, and this is true. And the Republican Party of Michigan is extremely incompetent in that state. So there's also that problem that does have to be dealt with. And then on top of that, you have the state of Virginia. Republicans found their star candidate in Joseph Cow, and he will likely outperform Donald Trump, but this is a state that even though it voted for Glenn Youngkin in 2021 and is more Republican down ballot, it did vote for Joe Biden by over 10 points. I do think it maybe votes for him by 7, but still down ballot effects do matter. I think Cow will help out some down ballot races from there, maybe help a House seat or two there in Virginia, but nevertheless, I do believe that he does end up falling short, barring some sort of miracle in the state of Virginia. So you have 3 states remaining: Wisconsin, Nevada, and Arizona. We'll start off with Wisconsin. Republicans had their star candidate in Tom Tiffany, and he decided not to run. None of their other viable candidates are running. And even though this is a state that I do expect Donald Trump to carry at the presidential level, there's just no bench for that Senate seat. So as of right now, which this is subject to change, who knows who they're going to find, but as of right now, we're going to put this one in the Democrat column, which was not the case in the last prediction that we made. And then we have Nevada. Again, there's really no bench in Nevada. You could say, what about Sam Brown? What if he ends up being the Republican nominee in that state? Okay, well, he has name recognition, I guess. Is he perfect on the issues? Not necessarily. I know it's Nevada, but still, either way, I will say that Nevada will be a state like Wisconsin that I do expect Donald Trump to win at the end of the day. But still, this Senate race there, as long as they can't really find a viable candidate, I will have to put that one in the Democrat column. Arizona, on the other hand, you have a 3-way race, and a lot of people are going to give me trash for this prediction, but hear me out for this, because you have Ruben Gallego, very far left Democrat, not well liked among independent voters, and then you have Kyrsten Sinema, who's going to win over a lot of those like diehard McCain supporters probably, but still, a lot of those people are going to be voting for Biden anyways. And when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, Trump is still probably getting around 48-49% in Arizona, whether he wins or loses the state. And on top of that, if you run a Republican that's somewhat aligned with him, that's somewhat competent, I'd like to see Masters give it another try. Some people are saying Lake's going to run. I honestly think that Masters I'd rather have run and then have Lake be his press secretary, Trump's press secretary, that is. And from there, I believe Masters can win a three-way race. It would probably take 47, 48%. He's the type of guy to learn from the mistakes he made previously, and he possibly could get more funding this time around because he'd have a more viable race. So as a result, I think maybe you can say Arizona. I'll put that one in the tilt Republican column. So 53 for the Republicans, 47 for the Democrats in the United States Senate. This is the August prediction. We'll probably do another one in a couple of months or so. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like this video down below, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Follow me on social media. The links are all in the description down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Red Eagle out.